Oh, it was big last night. Lightning Canadiens. Game 2 went to overtime. We got a big win from JJ Moser.
Big face-off here, won by Cirelli. Pulls it back to the line. Moser skating in. Moser with a shot. Scores! JJ Moser with a lightning strike. Hit overtime.
Oh, man, it was awesome. I stayed for the whole thing. I got home about 11:45 last night.
Ouch.
Yeah,
Ouch.
hurting this morning at 3:20.
Oh, yes.
But there's something else I did last night that kind of like, you hear my voice? Something else that I kind of did last night that kind of embarrassed myself. I really did.
You didn't embarrass the show.
Well, I'm a
here we
representative of the
go.
show. But first of all, shout out to CEO of the Lightning, Steve Griggs, who invited me to the game last night. And I happened to have become friends with him over the last couple of years. And he's just so generous. A great reflection of who the Lightning are as a organization.
Yes.
Just a great guy.
Great guy.
And I went with my buddy Harley.
Okay.
And also with Chris Lucas of Low Cash.
Okay.
So we went to the game last night. And it was awesome and just first class service all the way. Love it. And shout out to Dave, who runs the suite as well. He's an awesome dude. And he makes sure that we're all taken care of.
Nice.
Okay. So I'm talking to Steve. And Harley and I are talking to Steve. And he goes, I want to introduce you guys to somebody. This is Jim Craig. Now, does that name ring a bell to you, Lana? Jim Craig.
Jim Craig. Oof, no.
Well, it should, because he's a national hero. He's also the goalie for the 1980 gold medal USA hockey team.
Yes, he is.
I knew Kevin would know who he is right away.
Absolutely, I know.
He lives in St. Pete. I didn't know that.
I did not know that, but I do know who Jim Craig is.
Yes, Jim Craig. And then he's like, he does like motivational speeches and whatnot now. And, well, Steve was like, oh, these guys are too young to know because, it was at 1980. And Jim looks at us and goes, well, there's been movies about it.
Yeah, that's right. I know.
I mean, obviously one of the most famous hockey games of all time.
I know.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, I go, yeah, I was born in 85, man. I don't know. And he goes, well, there's been movies. And then Steve goes, he's a gold medalist. Just letting you know that he was the goalie for the U.S. hockey team in 1980 when they won.
Oh, wow, that's bad.
Yeah, it was bad. It was not good.
Pretty bad.
So then Jim Craig, being the motivational guy that he is, starts going off about, just life and what the Lightning needed to do that night, because this is all before the game. Lightning, what they need to do, how you should treat your, how you approach life and whatnot, and how he approached life. He lost his mother to cancer at like the age 19, but that pushed him through adversity and all that. I wanted to run through a wall for this guy by the time he was done talking to me, and I felt horrible that I did not recognize the name right out the gate.
Oh, wow.
But, I mean, I just love the fact that he goes, well, there's been a couple movies about it.
Yeah.
They've been
Come on,
and
JR.
recently he talked about it quite a bit since the last Olympics, right, where U.S. beat Canada.
I would have known beforehand, but when that happened back in February, I was like, Jake, we're watching Miracle if they win the gold medal. And we watch Miracle, and it's obviously Jim Craig's the goalie.
Yeah.
It's like he's a main character in the movie.
He's a national hero.
Oh, he saved the game for them.
Yeah.
And that it literally saved the game. I mean, he was such a big part of making sure they beat the Russians, first of all, and then won the gold medal. If it wasn't for him, they would not be there.
What a guy. What an interesting...
He's incredible.
Well, yeah, not just an athlete, but just what a speaker and just a guy that you want to listen to. He just... I mean, really, it was, in a great way, it was unsolicited, but it was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting the honor to hear this from this guy.
Right,
This is so cool.
Meeting him.
I will tell you, though, Harley, who we all know as well, had zero idea. It did not ring a bell to him either.
What about Chris?
Chris was not next to us when this happened.
Okay,
But
all right.
Steve looked at us like, hey, you idiots.
Yes.
What are you guys doing? You got an opportunity here. Take advantage of it. So,
Last time he invites you guys.
yeah, I know. Hey, Steve, can we get some name tags?
And who are you?
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, I know what you're doing after work today.
What's that? Watching the movie?
There you go, watching The Miracle.
Exactly.
Great
on,
movie.
It is a great movie.
It's
I've
a
seen
great-
it. I've seen it. That's
it's
the
really
craziest-
great.
That's the whole point. I've seen it, and
Come
I
on.
screwed it up.
Yeah.
Just embarrassing myself out there.
That is pretty embarrassing.
That's pretty
Yeah,
bad.
It's pretty bad. Well, Jim, I'm glad you live in St. Pete. Mr. Craig, I should probably say, you're a gold medalist, American hero, and it was great meeting you. And thank you for motivating me. Literally, I'm dead serious. motivating me in life.
Love it.
In
Listen to this.
the 4 minutes that I had talking to him, it was unreal.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
Steve was making a joke. He was like, "You need to go down to the locker room right now and talk to these guys. You gotta go
Yeah.
to this game because they need to hear what you're having to say."
That would have been cool.
So it was really, really cool.